Hi guys, I just had to pull it up on my phone. It was not working. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's see how this works on my phone. I'm not sure. um, just gonna make sure that it's working. I'm so sorry. I tried to pull up a new thing. Oh, now you guys aren't even here. Let's see. I'll give you guys a second to jump on. Hi, Myra. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient. I'm so sorry for you guys. Please say hello. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for coming on. All right, I see a few of you jumping on. Tell us where you're watching from. I would love to know. That would be awesome. I'm gonna... Hello, Mary in Illinois. All right, you guys, we're gonna make this work. Oh my goodness, how funny. Okay. Hi, Cheryl from Southern California. Thanks for being here. I already said hi, but you just saw saying where you guys are from. Deborah in Ireland. Thank you for being here. I'm just still messing on my computer trying to, hi, Tina. I have like, hi, Nicole in New Jersey. Hello, Vanessa. All right, it looks like we've got some friends on here. Okay, deal with this later, but okay. So I'm just gonna hold my phone and talk to you guys. The first order of business, I've got these blue light glasses on, but I think I'll take them off. First order of business, I am gonna try really quick to see if I can pull up the live just so that I can see the comments better. It's a little bit hard for me to see the comments here on the phone. So I'm just gonna pull up YouTube. Now I have like 3 lives where you see me for like 30 seconds. What happened was, let me just tell you guys really quick what happened. Not that you really care, but so I was trying to use this system so that I could pull up my screen and show you guys our new merch shop, which I'm wearing one of our sweatshirts. And I think that's why it was messing with my video and not making it so that we could see it. So I'm gonna pull this up. I just gotta mute myself. Okay, now I can see your guys' comments. All right. Okay, so first order of business is we did open a merch shop. Thank you to those of you that have already ordered. We're so grateful. So the way that the merch shop works right now for the size that we are is you go on and order, and this company called Spreadshop just makes it when you order it and sends it to you. Now, if this is something that grows and we want to, it becomes bigger, eventually we would take over and, you know, have inventory and stuff. But for right now, that is the best way for us to do it. So the cool thing about it is that if you go on and order, you can get it on whatever you want. They have tons of different things. They have sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, water bottles, stickers. I have a couple of things here I was going to show you guys. So I ordered this sticker and had it on, put it on my water bottle. I ordered a shirt for each of my kids. I have this t-shirt. Now this t-shirt doesn't fit me very well. The arms are kind of tight. So I wanted to give this one away tonight to one of you that are watching. So if you are a size like medium large, it is an extra large, but the arms are tight. At the end, let me know, and or type in right now, me, and you were here at the beginning. So if that's shirt might be something you want, I'll go back and contact one of you that would fit in, and I'll remind you guys. But so if you want to win this shirt. So this month's giveaway, hi Emmy, thanks for being here. This month's giveaway is also actually from our merch shop. So what I'm going to do is I went through the comments and I did it just like normal, random number generator, went through. This month we had like 2,500 comments, which is so amazing and wonderful. Thank you guys so much for commenting. I love talking to you guys down in the comments. And that's so fun for me. And I have had several people tell me, you don't have to comment back to me, but right now where we're at, that it brings me so much joy, and it's still manageable. So I'm going to keep doing it until it becomes unmanageable. What I like to do is I give myself a set amount of time, and then I just answer as many comments as I can. And then when I come back, I always go to the oldest comments first and try and answer. So I hope you guys enjoy chatting with me on there. Hello, Christine. Hi, Deb. Hi, Carrie. Mary. Oh, Mary wrote me. Is that you want the shirt? All right. If you want the shirt, type in if that shirt would fit you in a size like medium, large women's shirt, type in shirt, and then I'll go through and pick one of you to win this shirt, and I'll send it to you. But that is the winner this month. I have it right here. The winner, drum roll please, was Diane Cormier. She has commented on a lot of the videos. I'm so excited for her. So Diane, message me at, I'm going to type in my email right here. I'll just type it in later, but it's TheHammHomestead@gmail.com. And you can go on the website and pick any shirt, any sweatshirt that you want. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to order it for you, and then I will send it to you. What about a guy's 4XL? Well, that's the other nice thing. The reason why I went with this type of platform for selling our merch right now is they have huge range of sizes that I don't think that I would be able to stock at such a small following right now. So you can go on there, look at the sizes, and if you don't find anything that you like that we already created, you can go through and put our logo, the This Alaska Life logo. We have this one, and then we have the watercolor one. You can put that on anything that they carry. So that's why I went with that, because I thought it was kind of fun. You could choose whatever you wanted. So congratulations, Diane. I remember Diane commented the other day that she wished that she would love to have me as a daughter-in-law. So I'm glad that she won, and it's always fun for me to go through the comments and find the winner for the month. So my hope, you guys, today was a really big day. What is the website for our apparel? Okay, I'm going to type it in right now. Thank you. So it's called This Alaska Life, myspreadshop.com. I just typed it there in the comments, and you can click on it. That is our apparel shop. It is also in the description now of all videos going forward. It will be right there, and that way you can go on there and order. Did you guys see that go there in the comments? Tina, did you see that? This Alaska Life .myspreadshop. Okay. I think that's what the boys are all getting for Christmas. Is I'm going to go on there and order them all a new. I got them each one a sweatshirt or a t-shirt, and then I'm going to go back in and order them all another one, because they don't like to take them off, and I need to be able to wash them. So I think they each need at least 2. Oh, Susan, you're waiting for your granddaughter. Oh, how fun. Girls' night. Oh, thank you, Tina, for letting me know it went through. Okay. So that's one thing. We have this new merch shop, which is really fun. I really do. The people that have followed us over on Instagram, if you are on Instagram, it's This Alaska Life. We're also on Facebook. You can see us more daily. The thing that I like about Facebook and Instagram is if you come follow us over there, we have a very small following over there, and we can comment back and forth more in real time. If you have a question, or if you want to connect with us, like, you can send me a direct message, which is not possible here on YouTube. So I just like that over there. So if you want to follow us at This Alaska Life, we'd love to have you over there. All right, I have a list of questions here that a few people put in for on the community post. Oops, sorry guys. But if you have any questions that you want answered, put them into the comments and I will catch those. I have them here on my screen so I can pick up those as well. Okay, so the first question I got from Julie was, when is the best time to visit Alaska? And that is kind of a loaded question because it just depends on what you want to do, Julie. Alaska has very varied seasons, and so it just depends on what you want to see and what you want to do. Summertime is always the best time if you like hiking, going out on glacier tours, whale watching tours. Hi, Mom. It's Hunter. Oh, Hunter's watching. They are out. They are supposed to be at the pool, but I'm guessing they're out now. So, hi, Hunter. Thanks for watching. And so summertime, there's lots of things to do, but it is the busiest time of the year to come visit. It's busier on the highways, but depending on where you're coming from, busy Alaska traffic will probably be nothing to you because we don't have a ton of traffic here. The only problem that is that if there are any sort of like accidents, a lot of our highways are only like 2 lanes. And so sometimes you can get stuck. Anyways, that's beside the point. Summertime, June, July. Another factor in when you could visit is if you want to go fishing, there's different fishing runs. The reds or the silvers come in, and then the kings come in, and then later in the summer, a different species come in. You can fish for halibut and rockfish out in the ocean all summer long. So it just really depends on what you want to do. Now, I would say I would never suggest coming to Alaska in the month of October. October can never make up its mind. It has rained, it has snowed, it has been slushy, it has been cold, and then it's hot, or not hot, it hasn't been hot, but then it's warm the next day, and it's just kind of a gross time. September is beautiful because the leaves are changing, and you can start to see the northern lights if you go north. So if you're wanting to see the northern lights, but you still want more like summertime feel, like hiking and things, September is kind of the latest. I feel like once October hits, and then I would wait till like February to come if you want to come in the wintertime and see northern lights and things like that, because then it's full on winter. November, sometimes we don't have snow. We do have snow, but by February, we have a good layer of snow. It's good. Anyways, so those are my suggestions. Oh, I'm glad that you love the Alaska Boys channel. We're trying to figure out what should be on this channel, what should be on that channel. But we're having fun sharing different things and sometimes the same things. But from if you see the same video on both our channels, know that it's not the exact same. The channel, on my channel, it's from my perspective. And then on Mark's channel, the Alaska Boys, it's from his perspective. So I'll share more of like the prep, getting ready to go on something, and then he will share just his experience, which usually starts like on the river, even though he does do a lot of stuff to prep. He had a fun experience the other day when we were in Whittier. If you saw that video, a guy, we stopped to go use the bathroom, and this guy's like, "Hey, are you that Alaska Boys YouTube channel?" And Mark's like, "Yeah, that's me." So he had his first like celebrity sighting, which was kind of fun. And the guy's like, "Oh, I love your channel." And then, which doesn't really happen to me because most of you people, wonderful people, are not in Alaska. I don't have a ton of, oh, am I live twice, Vanessa? Oh my goodness. I tried to make sure I shut the other one down. See, I tried to get fancy and then I messed everything up. Oh my goodness. Thanks for letting me know. Jeez, this is just, I messed up. Sorry. I'm just trying to go in and make sure the other one stopped. Did it stop? Oh, I see it is. Okay. Sorry to you guys that are, oh, yep, there are a bunch of you on this other live stream. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try and, if you're on the one, oh, that's done now. Okay. I'm so sorry, people that were over there. I had no idea I was live in 2 different places. Hopefully now we're just in one spot. Thanks, Vanessa, for setting me straight. Technology. I'm so sorry. Okay. I apologize. I will, the live function on YouTube is tricky. The information is like all over the place. And I'm obviously, even though this is the 3rd time, I'm not doing it right. So I need to figure that out. I think in the future, I would rather just be on a Zoom call maybe with you guys, and I'll record it and then I'll upload it. Because then I could see your beautiful faces and I wouldn't be so messed up. So hopefully they figure out how to get over here. I am so sorry, guys. If you're coming over from the other live, if you guys could let me know. I'm so sorry. This is frustrating and I'm just so sorry. Okay, so another question. Yes, Kim, this is live. I'm so sorry. I accidentally was live on 2 streams and had no idea. So thank you for hopping over here. Hi, Jolene. Thank you guys for being patient. I am so sorry. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for being here. Okay, you guys, I'm just going to keep, well, as they're hopping on this one, I'm going to just keep answering questions that people submitted. And again, if you have a question, please leave it down in the comments. Hi, Tammy. Okay. Somebody asked, where did I grow up? So I grew up in Texas. I was actually born in Virginia. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for coming over. I was born in Virginia, moved to Texas when I was 1 year old and lived there till I was 14. Loved living in Texas. It was a wonderful place to grow up. Lived in the pool pretty much all summer. I realized, because I went back as like a teenager and I was like, oh, it's hot here. How did I survive? And then I realized we spent all our time in the pool, the neighborhood pool and my friends' pools. We didn't have a pool. But anyways, loved growing up in Texas. And when I was 14, my dad brought home a book from Federal Express. He works for FedEx, or he did work for FedEx. And one of the places that they had an opening for a ramp manager was in Alaska. And we all just laughed so hard about it. We're like, yeah, right. And then lo and behold, he got a job up here. And so at 14, I moved to Alaska, finished middle school, did high school here, and then went away to college. Went to BYU in Utah, came back up to Alaska during the summers because you just don't miss Alaska summers. I made that mistake one time. I stayed down pretty much for a boy, which was a mistake. And anyways, so I came home for the summer, met Mark up here. He also went to BYU, but we didn't know each other. And so we went back down to BYU and continued dating, and then ended up getting married down there because I had to stay and do my student teaching. Mark and I actually got married. So we got married. The next day we had our reception, and the next day we had 1 day to move into his sister's basement. And then the next day I started student teaching. So it was like the biggest whirlwind weekend ever. And then Mark just would stay home, and he was studying for his CPE exams, his certified CPA exams. And they're really hard, and it was the perfect time. He just had nothing to do but study and kind of help out around his sister's house. And then in the fall when I finished student teaching, and he actually passed all his exams before we moved up, which was an absolute miracle. We moved up together. And he was he was a auditor at that point. So he spent the first several years of our marriage traveling around the state of Alaska. He traveled a ton, like over 20 weeks a year, but he got to see awesome things that he never would have gotten to see. Lots of little towns and in the bush that we really wouldn't have the opportunity to go see. And so he really enjoyed that. But once we were having baby number 2, he realized, ooh, I want to be home a little bit more. So he got a job with a native corporation here in Anchorage. And so that's kind of our story of how we met, because that was her other question. Where did I grow up? And how we've ended up being where we're at. He's now the CFO. He was the controller when he got hired. He's now the CFO of this native corporation, and it's a wonderful job. He has such great people that he works with, yeah, we're very, very blessed and grateful for his employment. So I'm just going to look at some of these questions that came in. Where's Everett? They should be on their way home. Mark took them swimming this afternoon. Are we LDS? Yes, we are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. You would, if you watched Mark's parents' video, there's some fun stories in there about that. Oh, Kim, thank you. I'm so sorry for all the confusion. It was completely my fault, and I was trying to troubleshoot, and I just messed everything up. So for those of one other funny thing about Mark and I, so we met the summer when we were at home, and he was like, "Are you from Alaska?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, I said, "Are you from Alaska?" He said, "Yeah," because he was born and raised here. And he was like, I thought I dated all the girls around here. Anyways, he thought he dated all the outdoorsy girls, I guess. Not all the girls, but that were members of our faith. And so he was kind of like, but we are about 4.5 years apart. So we were just like perfectly spaced that I was going into high school when he was leaving for college. And then he went on his mission, and then I went to BYU. So we just kind of missed each other, and then we met at the absolute perfect time because we were able to graduate together. So I did see him one time the summer. I moved up here in the fall, but that summer I went to a girls' camp, and at the end of a hike, they're like, "Oh, we have something special for you at the end of the hike." And I had no idea. I hadn't lived in Alaska very long, but when we got to the end of the hike, there was a lake, and a plane flew in, and Mark and his dad got out to deliver us ice cream sandwiches or popsicles or something. And I remember the girl that I had just met, her name was Sue. We're best friends to this day, but that was kind of where we met, was at this camp. She's like, "That's Mark Hamm, and he is so cute." And I was like, "He looks like old. We're 14. He just graduated from high school." I was just like, yeah, he's cute. But anyway, so 10 years later, we met again, and that was perfect timing. So I'm looking at the comments. Hi, Kat from North Carolina. My sister just moved to North Carolina, so I'm going to have to visit her sometime. I have never been to the Carolinas. When we lived in Texas, we did lots of road trips. And so I'd driven a lot around the United States as a young girl. But now that we live in Alaska, road trips don't happen nearly as often. It's just so far to get down there. But I would love to take the kids on a big, long road trip across the U.S. because I have such fond memories of that. But not yet in this time of our life. The other hard thing is it's hard to leave Alaska in the summer, and that's probably the better time to do it. But okay, somebody in the comments asks, okay, Karen asked, where did Mark go on his mission? Mark went on his mission to Madrid, Spain. And so that is another thing on our list. We would love to go to Spain sometime and be able to just experience that as a couple. Yeah. Good morning from Melbourne. Thanks for watching. We love our Australia friends. Thank you so much for being here. I will give all of you cuddles from Everett, I promise. He loves you guys. it's cute to see him. He always says now, Mom, I need to tell them something. Please give me the camera. And I'm like, okay, you got to tell your friends something. And I'm sorry his filming is all over the place, but that's what 3-year-olds do. My, 9-year-old's not much better at filming. I'm like, I always want to try and use what they film, but when it's like, it makes me so sick, and I like try and get the little pieces of like nuggets out of what I can, because they want to be part of it, but they don't. So most of the time when I film on a GoPro, and GoPros are amazing for like image stabilization. So like when you're walking, it accounts for it. But I have to try and tell the boys, I'm like, it can account for like you walking, like the little bouncing up and down, but I can't account for this. And so, yeah, it's just funny. I'm always like, oh, I can't, I don't know what to do with that filming. But Everett is, I know everybody understands Everett's all over the place. So, you guys, we had a huge milestone today here, and I have all of you to thank. We hit 5,000 subscribers. I am just like, oh, it's so cute. The boys are always asking me, Mom, how many subscribers do we have? And they love to like, I always am reading them comments, and they just really love hearing from you guys too. And we've gotten some videos over on Instagram of some of our friends when you guys get your packages and stuff. And so they always like to they watch those videos, and they all want to watch it themselves and be a part of it. So it's just really fun. So I really appreciate you guys being here, because without you guys, this doesn't happen. I have a big goal of getting to 10,000 subscribers. Maybe by the end of the year. Like, I know that's a huge goal, doubling it, but when you guys like and comment, it shows YouTube that you are liking what you're seeing, and then it sends it to new friends. And you guys, when I do get to 10,000, right now I do one giveaway a month, but if we reach 10,000, I'm gonna do 10 giveaways that month as a thank you to you guys for sharing and for commenting. I'll do 10 giveaways. And if it happens for Christmas, that would be even more amazing. I would love to send out more gift boxes, more prizes, and just because I'm so grateful for you guys. It makes it, I'm always like, oh, this is a lot of editing. And then I hop on and I answer comments, and I'm like, oh, this is why I'm doing it. When one of you tells me that this video got you through a hard time, or you just made your day brighter, or we've got lots of viewers that they're homebound for different reasons, and this is the way that they're experiencing the world right now. And so that keeps me motivated to keep going. So I know you guys probably think, oh, I'm just commenting, but it really makes a huge difference for me to connect and know who is watching, so that I can make videos that you guys actually want to watch. So sometimes I get in my head and I'm like, oh, nobody wants to see this. Nobody cares what I buy at Costco. And then you guys are so amazing and come in full force and are so kind. So it really does keep me motivated to keep moving forward. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I'm so grateful that you feel like you've learned a lot. Sandy, I will tell everyone that you said hello. Thank you so much. All right, next question was favorite thing about Alaska. That's really hard for me to answer. It's kind of multifaceted. I just love all the things you can do here. You can't get bored if you don't let yourself, well, you could be bored. Some people absolutely hate it up here, if you can imagine, because it is far away from places, but as long as you have hobbies and you choose to get out and you wear the right clothing, you can do so many fun things. So that is one of my favorite things about Alaska. I think it's an amazing place to raise a family. I think that there are wonderful people here. I also just love the scenery. All seasons of the year. I love that we have different seasons. and can experience those, even though fall is very short and winter is very long. We do always try and plan some sort of trip out of Alaska in the wintertime. It used to be to Hawaii. Mark's company is on a no work travel policy right now because of COVID and things. So we have not gone in several years, but hopefully we'll get back in that. He does a training there every year and we just kind of tag along and make a vacation out of it. So we feel really blessed to do that in the past and hopefully again in the future. But oh, Cindy, you don't have a Costco, so you love the hauls. Good. I'm always jealous of the people that say they have Sam's Club because Sam's Club closed here a couple years ago, and that was so sad for us because it was way less busy, and that's probably why it closed. But they always had such good sales. So some ideas I have gotten from people I think that I'm putting on my list of things to film. And add to this list, please, in the comments if you if there's something else. People have said that they want to see thrift stores. I have not been to a thrift store really in the last 18 months, but I will put it on my list. People have asked about the dollar store. I think we have one in Anchorage if it's still open. And I would be willing to go film there. I don't know that I would buy anything, but would you guys be interested in seeing what they have up here and what the actual price is at the dollar store? We do not have BJ's, Amber. I've seen several people talk about BJ's. I've never seen it, never heard of it. I was wondering, do you have to have a, oh wow, Vanessa. Thank you. Do you have to have a membership to go into BJ's? That's my question, because I'll look for one when we travel. We are going to go to Arizona. Since we can't go to Hawaii, we are going to visit my parents in Arizona in the end of winter time, like my birthday time, February. Well, Vanessa just showed us that we have super chats now. That's amazing. I didn't even know that that was really a thing, but I did get a notification recently that we could have super chats on here. So, okay, so you do have to have a membership to go into BJ's. Okay, is that an East Coast thing? Because I don't know that I've ever seen one anywhere that I've traveled, but I just wouldn't know what it was if I hadn't. So I'll have to look. I'll have to look into it and find somebody that, if I travel, I'll have to find someone that has a membership and tag along with them. So that is one thing that just popped up from Brilliant But Blue I have been toying around with is creating some sort of membership for this channel. Now, we do get a little tiny bit of money from doing from ads. And so thank you guys for watching the ads. My kids get frustrated with ads and I'm like, you guys, that's how that person is getting paid. We are so grateful for ads. So I just had to do a mind switch for that because that's an amazing blessing to these people, us included, that have these YouTube channels because it is so much work that to not get paid at all for all your work is sometimes really frustrating. So YouTube allows you to have YouTube memberships. So what that entails is you pay like a monthly thing and you can cancel at any time. So you have different levels that are like $5 a month you'd pay just to support the channel. And then if you pay $10 a month, there's different levels of things that you can get. I was wondering if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Some of the things that I thought about for a membership for this channel would be, we could send you something. We could send people that do a certain level of membership a t-shirt or one of our stickers or things like that. We would do like a private live every month for those people that join the membership, and we could just be a little bit more intimate in that conversation. I don't know. I just thought that that's kind of a fun way to support. Patreon. Okay, that was my question, Vanessa. I was looking at Patreon and YouTube membership. So, but I need to hear from you guys if that is something that you would be interested in supporting our channel, just so that we can continue to bring you guys fun content, because we really do like sharing our different adventures for you. But some of those things get expensive. Postcards would be fun. That would be nice. Really, I think what everybody would want is a picture from Everett. I could set him up a little art studio and he could make pictures for people that join the membership. We are setting up, I plan on sending you guys that want them Christmas cards. Now, I am really bad about getting pictures taken of our family. And so, we have all this video, but no pictures. We haven't had pictures for a long time. So, and grandma needs new pictures for her wall. So I did get somebody we have family pictures next week, and we want to send out Christmas cards. So if you would like a Christmas card, watch the videos coming up here in the next couple weeks. I'm going to get a P.O. box, and you can send us Christmas cards. And I would love to send you guys, I think I'm going to do a postcard with our family picture on it. And then we'll have a link on there to a special video that we'll film just for people that send cards and receive cards that you can scan and watch from our family to yours, because I think it would be so fun. I love receiving Christmas cards, and I feel like that would be a fun way to connect. Oh, okay, I just saw they have a thing called Buy a Cup of Coffee where you can make a one-time donation. Yeah. Has anybody ever followed anybody on Patreon? My only problem with Patreon is that it's on a different platform. I love that. I like that YouTube is right here on the platform, but I'm willing to look at other options. But I want to know what you guys would love to have from it, because it's for you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Somebody said they would like to see more Weston. All right, we will try. With the boys being in school, I feel like they aren't there as much. I do have a video coming out tomorrow. We recently had a snow day and we stayed home, and all the boys were home, but Weston was sick while we were filming that. And so he only shows up a little bit in it, but the other boys are there. But thank you for letting me know that you'd like to see more of him. Okay, that's good to know, Vanessa, that you support people on Patreon, and that's a nice thing. Okay, well, I will look more into those things because it's fun to have more ways to connect with you guys. And if you want to support us more, that's one way that you can do it. And so that would be really fun. Oh, so Tammy said she loved Weston reciting his poem. So if you follow us over on Instagram, the other morning my boys were practicing their poems, and they have to recite a poem every single month at school. They have to stand up in front of the class and recite it. They're at this advanced school. It's just the school that they go to because it's our neighborhood school, but it's kind of hard to get into if you don't live in the neighborhood. So we feel grateful for that, but it's very intense, the things that they have to memorize and things, but my kids end up being great readers and great at presenting. So I just try and help them as much as possible. And I did show that on Instagram the other day, them practicing their poems, and they were so cute and so nervous, but they both did a good job, and they both did a good job presenting them. So I'll try and share more like little everyday stuff like that. The other idea I had, I have tried so hard to catch up. I would like to be more real time. Right now I'm a month behind, but I'm so proud of myself because my video coming out tomorrow is the end of September. So I did catch up. I'm not behind more than a month. I have been cranking out videos for you guys. It's been really, really fun, but a lot of work. Anyways, I'm trying to catch up because during the holidays, I want to be more in real time. I don't want to be so behind. Do you guys watch people that do more of like what they call Vlogmas, where they're doing like almost every day in December? Is that something that you guys would be interested in watching, or is that just too much to keep up with? I'm just curious because I think it would be really fun to share with you guys the holiday season. I'd like to know what your favorite recipes are and stuff. So if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, I'm really trying to catch up so that I can do the holidays more in real time though. Okay, not Vlogmas, but maybe just a little bit more real time. Just looking at some comments here. Yes, Bennett did a good job reciting his poem as well. Does anybody else have any questions? I think I have one more question from before. You love Vlogmas. It looks fun. I don't want to overdo it. That's my thing. I don't want to, but I think if I had kind of a formula of what I was going to show you every day, I wouldn't be able to show you everything because those would be way too long. But I would love to show you guys the holidays and share that with you. Okay, there was a question about the temperature in Alaska and like how it changes throughout the year. And just like when do you come visit Alaska, the temperature varies so much. I think people sometimes forget that the state of Alaska is so huge. That the temperature varies so much. So I can talk about where we live in Eagle River. We're right outside of Anchorage. Anchorage is right on the water. The water keeps it quite temperate here. So we go from about -10 up to about 75 in the summer. We sit right probably between the 50s and 70s all summer. And then we drop down. Like right now we're sitting right around the 30s. Like right around the 30s. Like today it's raining. Yesterday it was snowing. Yeah, so we sit right around there. And then as we get into like the colder months, December, January, February, sometimes we dip down into the negatives, -10, sometimes -20, but we sit right around 0 and don't go much lower for long periods of time. Emmy said, I think it would be great to follow during the holidays, but I wonder sometimes if it takes away from the family time. Yeah, I could see Mark, Vlogmas equals craziness. Yeah, we'll find a good balance. I promise. We'll find a good balance. I told Mark the other day, like when we went to Whittier, filming made me enjoy the day more because I went with kind of a purpose. I wanted to show you guys where everybody lived there, when then we wanted to go on a hike. Honestly, we really show you guys this much of like, you know, what really happens when we're places. We don't always have the camera out. I go most places without a camera. And I don't want that to change too much. I like to live our lives. But having a purpose and making that happen is actually really fun. Also with like the recent flying video, I get a little bit sick when we're flying. And because there's lots of smells in the small airplane with the gas and from the airplane and things like that. Oh, it's Hunter. Okay. Not Mark. Anyway, so filming was perfect for me because I was still enjoying it. I just kind of had the camera up and was trying to look at what would be a good things to film. And then I enjoyed it so much watching it back that it felt worth it to me to have that video of it because I can watch it again and again and again. And that I think would be really fun about Christmas is filming little bits of it that you guys would enjoy seeing, but that also we will enjoy watching back as a family as the kids get older, like watching Everett grow up and seeing how much the boys change from year to year. So we won't invade all of our life, but I had a funny conversation with a friend yesterday because I think I could be wrong because I don't know everybody who's watching our channel because a lot of people don't comment and which is fine. I sometimes forget to comment on people's things too. Well, a lot of the time. But most of the people in my life do not know that I have a YouTube channel or that we have YouTube channels. And so it's kind of fun because I get to share it with all of you guys. But then when we're like at church and at the park, people don't know that we are there, that we have a YouTube channel out every once in a while. That's why I love the GoPro. It's so tiny. Most people think you're just filming a home video. So people in my regular life really don't know that we have a YouTube channel. And so we get to just be very much ourselves and not have to like fake anything. Not that we would fake anything. I don't know. That didn't really come out right. But most of the time we're just being us. And what you guys see is real life. Every once in a while we'll be like, let's plan something so that we can film it. But most of the time it's like, this is happening, let's bring the cameras along. Like we plan it first, and then the secondary thought is, oh, we could film this. We're really just trying to live our lives and bring you guys along with what we would do anyways, because this is real life around here in all its craziness. I do edit out most of the craziness because nobody wants to see that. Maybe you do, but okay. Watching from Oregon, film bits and highlights throughout the week and then share one day with the family so they can talk about the highlights. That's fun. I think I want to share more cooking. I was watching somebody's YouTube the other day that I really liked the way that she shared her, like what we eat in a week. Ours would be very different because it is what we eat in a week, trying to show you kind of what we eat here in Alaska with out of our freezers. But I liked the way that she presented it. That made it very easier to film. And so I'm always watching YouTube as a student, trying to be like, oh, I really like how that's edited. And then I go try that out. And I've had some fun success with that. I've had to find my own kind of style for the Costco videos. I know there's some people that go in and film everything, but that's not my real life. Like I usually have Everett with me, as you guys know, and I can go wander just a little bit, but I really am just showing what we buy because I usually don't have a ton of extra time to go and just film. But I am willing to just go to some shops too. You'd like to see our family Christmas meal. Oh, Lynn asked, what are your favorite YouTube channels? I don't watch a ton of, I don't watch anybody like regularly. The one that I'm talking about, her channel is called Farmhouse on Boone. She just shares like handmade home cooking. She does a lot with sourdough and things like that. And so I really love the way that they live a very simple home life. And so that's one that I like, but I don't really have a ton of others that I watch regularly. Lisa, thank you that you love the Costco videos. Is there anything that you guys would like to see different with the Costco videos? Are there things that you would like to look at? Oh, Tammy, how did the Halloween house turn out? Watch tomorrow's video. It's called What Happened to Fall in Alaska. We had a snow day, and that's when we did the house. It'll be in the video tomorrow. Yes, it is good and healthy to just do our regular things. Cooking, yes. Recipes, yes. Just did salmon cakes. Ooh, that sounds so yummy. Please share your recipes with me. I would love to recreate them. You can always send me emails at TheHammHomestead.com or TheHammHomestead@gmail.com if you have recipes and things that you want us to try. I would love to share those in our videos. I think I'd like to have a little bit more of a schedule, so I would love to show like at least once a month, here's what we ate this week, and show you 4 or 5 different things that we ate. Tell me in the comment, would you rather see that all in one video, or do you like seeing it just kind of scattered in between other videos? Because both ways work for me. Usually I just put them in a video right now, like after we go Costco shopping, I show you something we make with our Costco stuff. But I think it would be fun to have some videos where we just show bits and pieces of what we ate that week. And of course, any recipes that we use, I just get regular recipes and then I add moose or caribou or Bennett shot a deer this week. That video will be over on the Alaska Boys channel in a while. We ate some deer last night and it was so amazing. It was some of the best steak that I've had. It was just so fresh. And then the 2 back legs, we have brining for 10 days and we're going to turn those into hams, which hams are really fun to have. They're just the perfect size for turning into a little ham from a deer. Mark and Bennett flew out to this place called Montague, which is way out there and always makes my my mama heart a little bit nervous when they do that because it's so far away. And they were safe. They did not get to land where they wanted to because the weather got bad and they had to land. And so that's always, Mark texted me that this is where we landed. It wasn't where we planned, but it was where it was safe. And so I'm like, okay. But they had a good time. They got a deer. They saw 2 and were able to shoot 1 and bring it home. And it was like, usually that's like a week, 10-day trip for a lot of people. They were like there and back in 6-7 hours. So it was a quick trip, but he had to get out of there because the weather was not going to hold for them to get out. So it was a quick trip. It was successful. And we've now have a nice deer going in the freezer today. We're going to have deer tacos for Halloween tomorrow. We're not doing any trick-or-treating or anything. We've kind of already done the Halloween stuff and we're just going to stay home and play games after church tomorrow. So, thank you, Tammy, for getting your nephew into the Alaska Boys. We appreciate that. Oh, Stephanie, thank you so much for ordering a shirt. I really, really appreciate it. That's awesome. You guys are the reason why I had been sitting on the idea of doing a logo merch shop for a while, and I just didn't do it. And then last month's live, you guys said you wanted it. So that night I stayed up and worked on it and pushed publish. So thank you guys. I will have a video coming out soon showing the boys in all their cute new merch. It'll just be probably a really quick video showing off all their cute stuff, but they love it. Hunting makes my mama heart flutter, but always worry a bit. Yeah, we just say lots of prayers that they're gonna be safe and know that they're, Mark, thankfully, is so careful when he is flying. Interesting story about that. I'm sure I've shared it with you guys before, but so when we first moved back up, Mark got his pilot's license when he was 17. His parents let him do ground school and learn how to fly, which seems so young, but it was something he wanted to do, which I'm grateful for because my brother-in-law is going through it right now. I'm gonna switch arms because my arm's getting tired. My brother-in-law is going through it right now and it's taking a lot of time from his family. So yeah. I am so grateful that passion of his, he started young. Anyway, so when we came back from college, we didn't have an airplane, and Mark would go flying with his dad. And in these small airplanes, both seats have controls, so he was able to practice. But then he would want to take me flying, and I did not grow up flying. If you missed the beginning of the live, I grew up in Texas, moved here when I was 14. The most adventurous my dad and I got is we got really into salmon fishing on the Kenai and Russian River. And we got really into mountain biking and camping, which I didn't do any of those things growing up in Texas. So fishing, camping, mountain biking was as far as I went. And then I married this guy that, loves to fly, loves to hunt, never done any of that kind of stuff. And so I've just learned. So he would want to take it to me. Well, a couple years down the road, we had Hunter, Bennett, and Weston. and he found an airplane that was within our budget, and we had been able, at that point, we'd saved up enough money so we could buy it with cash. And we're like, okay, let's do this. So he got the airplane. And the fact that he could go and practice so often, the airport that we fly out of is less than 15 minutes from our home. It's called Birchwood Airport. And he will just go and he would practice touch and goes, which is landing and then taking off again. And he would go practice landing on these little strips. They call them just airstrips that are out in the middle of nowhere. And he would go and land, and he would just practice so much, and he knows his airplane so well that it really was a relief to me once we got our own airplane. I didn't realize that that would happen, but once we had our own plane, he could practice. He knew it inside and outside. He knows when something's wrong. It's parked at an airplane hangar, and they, the guy that works there, his name is Mark as well. Like if something's wrong, he goes in and talks to Mark, and they get it fixed right away. And that's where airplanes get expensive, is when you have to get things fixed. But you don't want to be up in the air and have something go wrong. So you get it fixed. So, yep. So that's the story of the airplane. Once he got it, I felt much more comfortable being in it, having our kids be in it. And Mark is very, very careful. Now, we have had a couple scary experiences that make us take a step back and like remember that we have to be really careful. But for the most part, it's been really, really, really good. Oh, yes, the rafting. Mark is amazing at the rafting. I get nervous, so I'm reading a comment that says, I can't believe you're not afraid of the rafting. I can't believe how he controls those boats by himself. That is something Mark grew up doing a lot of, rafting. Again, not something I grew up doing. I can control the boat just a tiny bit, but if I'm like at the oars, I'm worrying about something way far away. And I like get so nervous until we pass that boulder or until we pass that sweeper, which is a tree like leaning down. And so I can't enjoy it. So I just appreciate that he's willing to row. And Hunter got really, really good at rowing this summer when we did the Golcana float trip. He did an amazing job helping Grandma and Grandpa, who were really tired of rowing. He rowed for several days for them. So it's fun watching the next group of people, or our kids do that. A question that I have seen in the past is, if you ever want to go tornado chasing. Ooh. When I was pregnant with Weston, I visited my sister in Oklahoma, and we had to go in her tornado shelter. That was scary. Okay. Somebody asked earlier if we have snakes in Alaska. No snakes, which is one of the reasons I live here. Just bears. If you saw our Costco video, we had to cancel a running race because of bears. But I don't know. I'm somehow, in my illogical brain, more scared of snakes than I am of bears. But that's just me. I had a question. I've seen the question before, kind of about our kids, different things about our kids. Like what makes them different? What do we love about them? I love them all so much. They all have such different personalities and really just have different pieces of my heart, and I am so grateful for them. But I'll go through them really quick. My oldest, Hunter, things that set him apart and we just love so much about him is he is very determined. If you watch him in those fishing videos, he does not stop. You kind of wonder like, wow, how did he catch so many fish? Well, he never stopped fishing. And that's how he is about a lot of things. He just has such a determined heart that he like pushes through things, and he's very level-headed. And so he's calm, and that's really a wonderful quality about him, especially being the oldest. He's really good at like rallying everybody, like, come on guys, let's go do it. Bennett, our second son, is, I've always said that he has a servant's heart. He looks for things to do and then he does them. So he doesn't love fishing quite as much, at least not yet in this point of his life. But you will see in any video we do of us fishing, he will find a job. He'll grab the net, he will bonk the fish on the head and be scaling them and getting them in. He doesn't love to be told what to do. He'll sometimes fight you on that, but if he sees a need, he will jump on it and do it over and over again. And he just I see him need a purpose, and then he finds it. And we just did parent teacher conferences, and his teacher awarded him the award for the whole quarter so far for his citizenship, because she says he's always, if the door needs to be closed, he jumps up and does it. If somebody needs help, Bennett is the first person to help them. And that's always, I just love that about Bennett. And I always joke that Hunter could catch all the food, and Bennett would cook it because he loves to cook and bake. But Hunter's really good at cooking too, but Bennett really loves it. And so like, I feel like they could help each other survive. And then Weston is the biggest sweetheart you'll ever meet. He tells me that he loves me at least 50 times a day. He is so sweet. He just is so kind and loving, and he just loves to have fun and loves computer games and will do anything you ask him to get time on his computer. He really loves playing games on the computer. So that's our little Westie. And then you guys get to see Everett more because he's home with me, and he is just a little firecracker that keeps us all on our toes. And yeah, I'm not sure what more to say about Everett because you guys all love him as much as I do. He's just sweet. And he has his own little personality, like things like whoever he wants to get him out of his room in the morning, he will sit by his door until the person he wants to open the door is the one to open it. So if he wants me and Mark opens it, he will wait until Mom comes and opens it. He's very determined and he's very smart. So he just, lets you know exactly how it is. And the things that comes out of his mouth, I'm like, how did you even know that? That is amazing. So he keeps us all entertained for sure. So Lori asked, how do we do school in winter? We just keep going. We did have a snow day already, but that was because the snow came in September. There were still tons of leaves on the trees. So branches were breaking left, right, center. And so power was going out, and the plow trucks weren't quite ready to be plowing the streets yet. So they did cancel school. But honestly, 99.9% of the time, school is in session for when it snows. Sometimes we get a bad, they call snow day for ice, if it gets really icy. But that's if it warms up, and then all of a sudden we have like this sheer ice. We did have a really big earthquake. How many years ago now? I think it was 3 years ago. And school was out for several weeks after the earthquake because there was just so much damage. It took some schools 3 years to open back up after the earthquake because there was so much damage. We close if it gets below 32 sometimes. Yeah, in Georgia you would. You just don't have the infrastructure. Do you want to know the truth of it? Our kids go out to recess till -10. They all have snow gear. They go out until -10. And if it's lower than -10, they still go to school, but they have indoor recess, and they don't make them line up outside at anything below -10. Pretty crazy. I did not grow up with that. Well, high school. I do have several, when you're in high school, you think you're cool. You wear your sandals to school, and then there's like a fire drill and you're outside in your t-shirt and sandals. Not fun. So you have to be smart. My kids all wear their big boots to school, and then when they get to school, they have gym shoes that they can change into and wear while they're inside. And then when they go out to recess, everybody puts on their snow gear. So that's a big thing. By kindergarten, you have to know how to put all your snow gear on yourself. Boots, hats, gloves. I do have a video coming up of us getting ready for winter. I had a little freak out moment a couple weeks ago. Excuse me. And I was like, we're not ready for winter. Everybody grew so much this year, especially Everett. I just took him to the doctor, and he was in like the 95th percentile, and before he was in like the 60th. And so everything we had didn't fit. Our boys are at the point where they're so rough on gear that a lot of it cannot be passed down because it's just in tatters. And so I had kind of a freak out moment and had to go and make sure everybody had their snow gear. And that is one of the biggest things in Alaska. If you have the right gear, including bug spray in the summer and your snow gear in the winter, you can do lots of fun things no matter what the weather is. So in winter, our goal is to layer up. So the kids always have on long johns or long underwear. Then they wear some sort of fleece because it wicks away sweat. Then they have on their snow clothes, gloves, hat. If they're doing more active things, they wear just like a thinner balaclava and not such a warm hat because my kids run really hot. They're always out there just like peeling clothes off. Corey, hello. Thanks for being here. Somebody asked what time it is. It is 4:15 in Alaska. So we are 1 hour before Pacific time. And then Hawaii is 1 hour before us. So do we ever go to Anchorage? Yes. Mark goes every day for work. He works in Anchorage. I go several times a week. Now, into Anchorage is kind of, I can go 20 minutes and be in Anchorage. So between Eagle River and Anchorage is the military base called J-Bear Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. So it's a long stretch of 15 minutes, and then you get to Anchorage. So that's the north side of Anchorage. So 20 minutes. It takes me about 45 minutes to get to my sister's house, which is on the south side of Anchorage, or 40 minutes, depending on traffic. So we go into Anchorage quite often. That's where Costco is. That's where most of the stores are. We do have a Walmart and a Fred Meyer here in Eagle River and a Carr's Safeway, but otherwise we typically go into Anchorage. You do have to go across a bridge, which was a problem during that earthquake, but now we have 4 bridges that make it easier. Family has a lodge in Anchorage. How awesome. That's great. Hello, Linda from South Carolina. Do we change our meals in the winter? I think we do a bit more just like warm, hearty meals in the winter time, but lots of roasts. We still keep our Traeger. We shovel the snow off of our upstairs deck. We don't use the table out there, obviously. We keep that covered all winter, but we do use the grill a lot still during the winter, even in the snow. But we'll have to see if I see a change in what we eat. Do you pay state taxes? Okay, this is more of a Mark question. We do not have sales tax in Anchorage. We have property taxes that are quite high. State taxes, I think we just pay income tax and property tax, but I'd have to ask Mark on that. I'm just not as good at remembering all those things. But the cities just north of us, Palmer and Wasilla, they do have tax. They do have city tax. But here in Eagle River and Anchorage, we are part of the municipality of Anchorage. We do not have taxes on our goods that we buy, but other places around the state do. Okay, I'm just going to look and see if I missed any questions. Okay, at the beginning of the live, if you were not here, I did... Okay, yeah, I will explain that. Hold on. If you weren't here, I have this shirt that I ordered for myself. The arms are just a bit too tight and I don't love it, so I'm going to order a different one. But I want to share this with one of you guys. So if you would like this, it's a size extra large, but it's more like a medium large. If this was something you would want, I have not worn it. I just tried it on. Just write shirt in the comments here and I will pick one of you at the end of this and I'll put a message on the community tab and let you guys know who won it. And I will send it off to you guys, one of you. And then if you missed it at the beginning, Diane Cormer won the giveaway this month. And she gets to order anything she wants off of the website. I'll put that in the comments one more time. This is our merch shop. And it is... they just fulfill the orders and send them right to you. So sizing up, Vanessa, not on most things. I just went and ordered like one of each thing that I wanted to. I did not love, but it's just my personal opinion. I did not like the premium women's shirt, but I put on Mark's unisex shirt and it fit me really well. So it just depends on, I probably am going to go take that premium women's shirt off. I just don't love the fit of it, but maybe somebody would. I like a more soft shirt. So yeah. The sweatshirt, the extra large, which I ordered, is actually a bit big on me. So you can kind of read through the comments on each different thing and it'll tell you kind of how it fits. But everything else has been right on. Okay, so let me talk about the Traeger. There were some questions about the Traeger. So a regular grill uses flames to cook your food. A Traeger is essentially a smoker. The things that we absolutely love about it are you can control the temperature from an app on your phone as long as you get the ones that have the app. And you can cook something low and slow for a really long time, which for moose meat has been amazing because moose meat is so lean, it often dries out. And so being able to cook it low and slow, you get this beautiful pink meat. That's the smoke. It's just really, really good for smoking meats. It's not like a good, quick fry up your hamburgers. Now we do hamburgers on it. It's more kind of like a smoke oven. Cooking something in the oven. They're amazing. We got rid of our regular grill when we got it have we had it for a year now? I think we got it for last Christmas. So they're awesome. We got it at Costco. And we buy our pellets from Cabela's or from Bass Pro Shop. Mark just gets kind of the generic ones, which are cheaper than the actual Traeger pellets, and they work great. But if you have somebody that loves to like process meats, we do steaks on there. We do hamburgers, which could just be, you don't get the smoky flavor because it needs to be in there longer. But roasts on there are amazing. Are the prices comparable to grills? I haven't priced out a grill in a long time, and I don't know how the Alaska prices compare to where you are. But they are, they're not cheap, but we have really, really enjoyed it. You do have to, because so what it does is you put in these wood pellets and it burns the wood pellets, and then the smoke and the heat cook. And so you can't, one thing about the Traeger is like you can't turn it off and turn it right back on. It has to like this cool down process so that it's not catching on fire, and it takes a little while to get up to heat. So you just have to plan a little bit better, but we love that it has a heat probe that you stick in and it keeps track of your meat, and then you can turn it on and off and adjust the temperature and all sorts of things when you're not right there at your grill. So Mark will like have me put something on, and then he'll watch it on his phone at work, and if it needs to be turned up, he'll do it or not. And you do have to clean out like all the embers and stuff, so it takes a little bit of work to keep it going. But we really really love it. Oh my goodness, Vanessa, I'm so sorry that your daughter went missing. That is really, really sad. I'm so sorry. I am not her, but thank you. You said that I look beautiful. Thank you. So off-brand pellet grills are good as Traeger, but cost less. We really like the Traeger. Will we be doing acts of kindness this Christmas? Yes, 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 yes. We love doing things that, sorry, I just was reading a comment and trying to talk at the same time. We are going to have a smoking day here really soon. Okay, is it Marcella? I want to say your name right, so please tell me if I'm saying that right. Marcella Hicks. We are going to be smoking these deer hams here pretty soon, and they're going to be so yummy. That will probably be over on Mark's channel, The Alaska Boys. Yes, Vanessa, I have started a list of things for acts of kindness this Christmas, and we had a really good time doing that last year. I looked up some of the things we did last year to see if we could do those again. That is kind of what I wanted to include in our Vlogmas, even if we don't do it every day. It's just some of the things that we're doing to serve our community. Because that's what Christmas is about. I'm kind of, again, like over toys. If Hunter is still watching, sorry. He's actually not really into toys anymore, but I want to just do more experiences this Christmas and kind of use a bunch of those funds to serve other people with my kids, because I know that they will remember that more than any little toy. Now, I do love stockings, so their stockings is where I will put all the little goodies, and we'll do gifts. We have a few ideas, but anyways, acts of kindness for sure. Tammy, I am in the process of getting a P.O. box set up right now. If you want to send us something, which you don't feel obligated to at all, but we do have Mark's work address listed in the description of all of our videos. If you need to send something, a letter or anything. Yeah. And if you just put Mark Hamm on there, he will get it. It's not a very big office and they all know him there. Oh, thank you. Okay. Any other questions before I head out? Or if you guys have ideas of service that you have done for Christmas, I would love to hear that. I'll probably put that in a video here coming up. The other thing that I want to know here pretty soon is what, like, recipes, your go-to recipes for Thanksgiving. I would love to share those, or, try out some of your tried and true recipes. And so in an upcoming video, I will ask you guys, what are your special Thanksgiving recipes? I know not all of you celebrate Thanksgiving, but I have seen several comments of people that are outside of the United States saying that they want to see what some of the Thanksgiving traditions are. We do end up having turkey on Thanksgiving, which always seems a little bit funny because we have a whole freezer full of meat. But last year, by happy accident, I didn't get a turkey, and then I got a turkey breast, and we cooked it on the Traeger, and it was the most amazing thing in the world. So I think we'll probably get that again. It's just kind of fun to eat something different on Thanksgiving. I do not know what we are going to do for Thanksgiving, what family we'll be with or what. I did just sign up to donate. They're doing a bunch of churches are combining to do Thanksgiving baskets, and we signed up to donate food to those. So I'll get the boys involved in that here soon. Good question, Marcella. Are there things that we want in Alaska that we can't get sent? For sure. Amazon is amazing and I can't live without it, but there are so many things that I have wanted to order, and then it says it doesn't ship to Alaska, or you go to check out and then all of a sudden it's like $100 in shipping, or even if it says free shipping up at the top. So we run into that a lot. I have this ice maker in my freezer, or ice maker in my freezer. That's not what I meant to say. We have this ice maker. If you like the pebble ice, I love pebble ice. And so a couple years ago for Christmas, Mark decided to order me a pebble ice maker. So he ordered it, and then he saw this Amazon sale and he ordered it again thinking we could return the first one. Well, the first one came, and then the second one that was the good deal, like really good deal, was a scam. And we got this little card in the mail from, I want to say it was from Korea. And it had a cat on it, and it was in Chinese. I know I said came from Korea, but it came from Korea, and we asked our Korean friend what it said, and he said it was in Chinese. So total scam. They sent this little card in the mail. It was supposed to be an ice maker. Well, after we got ours, they don't ship them anymore, because that is one of my most asked questions on my old channel, The Hamm Homestead, when I did home decor and organizing. They don't ship it anymore, but there are some really smart people here in Alaska. They have created this business. It's called Shop and Deliver. You might have seen it in the video, but they have a headquarters in Seattle. They will go and pick up things for you. And then weekly, they do shipments up here. They drive a truck, like a big truck. That's their business now. And the place is hopping, because if you think of big furniture from IKEA, Pottery Barn, all those places, they will never ship to Alaska. And if they do, it's like astronomical, the shipping. And so these people offer much lower shipping, and they ship things up weekly. And so you just get it sent to their store down there with whatever free shipping is available. You order it, it sends it to them, and then they bring it up. So smart people that created that. Yes, Vanessa Kitty, I am so sorry for your loss. That is really, really hard. We have some great Vanessas on here. Several of our viewers are named Vanessa, I love you guys. I'm so grateful for you. Okay. Oh, Michelle, hello from Great Britain. She asked, will I have more children? That time will tell. We'll see. In my heart, I feel like I want more kids. Some days parenting is so hard and I feel really overwhelmed, and I'm so content with where we are. Other days I feel like someone's missing. So we'll see. I'm trying right now to just get my health in order so that I can be healthy enough to have a baby. So that's kind of where I'm at. Diana, do we like to ice fish? Yes, we love to ice fish. There's just a thin sheet of ice starting to form over the lakes right now. So ice fishing videos will more likely be over on Mark's channel, just because I have so much I film and he doesn't have as many, he's only home on the weekends. So that is something that we do enjoy doing. In fact, on Thanksgiving morning, it's kind of our tradition. The guys go off ice fishing while we finish up cooking in the mornings. The ladies, actually, I end up going ice fishing quite often too. But anybody that needs to stay home and cook does, and Mark takes the kids off to go ice fishing. So that's kind of a fun tradition that we've often done. So there will be ice fishing. I love ice fishing. I never knew, I didn't ever do that growing up. And it's so cool to look down the hole and see fish swim by. I just really, really enjoy it. Carrie Ann, were you raised LDS? So I was born a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Well, I got baptized when I was 8. Mark as well. My dad was a convert to the church. So he and his mom and his 2 brothers were baptized when they were in their teens. Some missionaries knocked on their door, taught them about the gospel, and they decided to get baptized. And their dad, my grandpa, did not get baptized for many years. And then my mom is from old, first members of the church. So she actually grew up down in Mexico in what is known as the Mormon colonies. And I did have a question recently, and they talked about some people say Mormon, some people say LDS. We like to refer to ourselves as the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, because our focus truly is Jesus Christ. So that's why you might hear some people say different things, but we are members of the Church of Jesus Christ. So I grew up in the church. I love getting the opportunity to serve in the church. It has made me who I am today. So I'm very grateful for it, but I am grateful for other people that, have religion in their life or no religion. I know that we all have different stories and different things to offer. So I'm grateful for all of you, no matter what religion that you are here. So thank you for asking that question. Yep, Pioneer LDS stock. They came across the plains, and so my parents are both, when they served a mission 2 years ago now, and they did family history, and that is something that they absolutely love doing now. It's one of the reasons they moved to Arizona, is because there's now a family history library where they can do family history, and then they can help other people do family history. So Mark's parents are very into family history as well. Really fun. Does Thanksgiving do gifts, or is it just a meal? Typically, it is just a big meal and a time to reflect on all the things that you are grateful for. So we don't typically do presents, but we do just take time to count our blessings and share what we're grateful for. Last year was the first year we did it without anybody because we were kind of on COVID watch. And so we canceled all our plans with our family, and it just ended up being a really simple, fun, beautiful day with just our family. But I hope that we can have more people together this time. And then the day after, Vanessa, for you guys that aren't in the US, I don't know if you've probably heard of Black Friday. Tell me down in the comments if you're a Black Friday shopper. So there's Black Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, and everything, huge sales. And my sister and I actually really like, I don't know, we don't like crowds very much, but something about Black Friday, we get up really early the next day and go participate. I don't know. We've always found really good deals and had fun. I think it's more just like one time we can actually get together and do stuff. So we do go shopping. Maybe I'll bring you guys along. I don't know. It's always pretty crazy. But that's how Black Friday's your jam. Yeah. So it's the shopping. Black Friday is the shopping day after Thanksgiving when lots of major things go on sale. And often stores will open like super early in the morning, like 5 a.m. Now, okay, they used to open super early in the morning. Now, unfortunately, a lot of them have started opening on Thanksgiving night. But I don't like going until the next morning. But I get a lot of stocking stuffers there. I buy a lot of toys for like throughout the school year. Like when kids go to birthday parties and stuff, I'll stock up on Black Friday. So it's just a huge shopping day. The thrill of the hunt. Yes, Diane, for sure. There's some really good deals. Only problem is sometimes you end up buying things you didn't really need. Boxing Day sale, 26th December. Similar thing. Yeah. There's Black Friday, and then the Monday after is called Cyber Monday. So I guess like online, all the things are supposed to go on sale. I feel like it all has kind of just mushed together now. You have to be careful though, because some things they will put on sale are like lower quality. So you're thinking you're getting a good deal, but like televisions I've heard are not good to buy on Black Friday because they're like so basic. They make them just for Black Friday. The best time to buy a television is right before the Super Bowl in February because yeah, they have really good TVs for the football game. Can't do crowds, online shopping. Yeah. Most of my shopping is online nowadays too, but I do make that exception and we go out on Black Friday. So Tammy says they have everyone write down what they're thankful for on a tablecloth and then bring it out and reflect and add more to it. Oh, that's so cute. That is a great idea to bring it out year after year. I saw a cute thing like that yesterday when we had this church party for Halloween. These girls had the little pumpkins, you know, baskets that you get candy in, and they'd had it from every single year and they wrote what their costumes were on it. It was so cute because I was like, one of them was a zombie basketball player. And like her first ones were like butterfly and princess. And all of a sudden she's this zombie basketball player. It just made me laugh so hard. Hi, Anna. Thanks for being here. Anyways, you don't do Black Friday. It's crazy out there. People are rude. Day after. Yeah. It can be bad. A lot of times, I don't know why, but it decides to snow, and then that's even crazier because you're trying to push out these giant carts full of things, and so it's kind of insane. But we just have, so what we do is we shop here in Eagle River at the Fred Meyer. They always have a good deals, and then we go in and do like Target and Kohl's, and that's about it. Burlington, does anybody have Burlington where they live? They just opened a brand new Burlington. I was thinking of maybe going this week, and yeah, that would be fun to go show you the new Burlington. I might have to go do a video there. It works better as a team sport. Oh, are you talking about Black Friday as a team sport? Yeah. It's not really that fun going alone. Yes, the 50% off the socks at Fred Meyer. That's the socks and underwear go 50% off at Fred Meyer. So that's always something I buy. Yeah, okay. Well, the Burlington that we had before this was so sketchy and had like nothing in it. And I think that's because they knew they were building a new one. But it's right next to Target now. So maybe I'll do like a Christmas, like go from Target and show Target in Burlington. And Kohl's is right there too. Target, Burlington, Kohl's, Old Navy. So I went to Old Navy today. I had some Old Navy cash. They get you with that Old Navy cash. It's like $20 off, and I spent so much money. But I got us all outfits for our family pictures. So does your Burlington offer layaway? I don't know. I'll have to look. I'm not sure. How does the, oh, I'll have to read it over here. All right, for those of you, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, but thank you so much for watching tonight. I enjoyed chatting with you guys. I think we'll do this next month again. If you enjoy it, thank you for watching, and sorry for all the technical difficulties. I love you guys. I appreciate you. See you again soon. Bye-bye.